as the 125 riders Marquier and Rensland head back. It's pretty cool. Rensland's team, when he races professionally, is Traders Yamaha, and their technician over there is Skip Norfolk. That was Jeremy McGrath's mechanic back in the day, so there's a bit of a natural connection. That is a Yamaha team. That's actually a Yamaha bike, even though McGrath rode a Honda back in the day. Let's send it to Kate with our finalist from the 125 class.
Carson Brown is definitely deserving being here in the presence of some of his icons over the years. You have Villopoto right beside you, Dungey. How cool and gratifying is this experience, regardless of what really happened?
Yeah, you know, it's a dream come true to be competing in the same race as all these guys at the same event, and, you know, I'm just having fun with it. I've got a smile on my face all the way, and, you know, all my buddies are here, so we're just having a blast pinning it.
What have you learned yet so far through the day that you can now take to the final?
Yeah, you know, just a lot of line choice and section work. You know, there's other rhythms that everybody can do, and just finding which one's best for me.
I think that's what we're going to see, which one's best for Carson here. Another guy who is feeling that he's much more comfortable out there, that is AJ. Earlier we talked about that triple-triple. Now, what is the big challenge that you're facing?
It's just the mental game of it. It's something I've always kind of struggled with my whole career. The one thing I'll take here is I'm hoping that him being young, maybe he'll crack under the pressure a little bit, but Carson's a fast kid, and he's not afraid to hang it out. So I'm just going to do the best I can, and this is such a fun event, so just happy to be here.
You can tell that his spirits are definitely high. Weege, I think what will be interesting to see is if he wins, what dance moves will we see?
Yeah, great point, Kate. Does he have 3 dances saved up? Because we already saw the sprinkler and the worm. I don't know if James had any other dances up his sleeve back in 01, 02, 03, 04 when he was doing that kind of thing. Back to the line we go with Rensland and Marquier for what could be the final 125 trophy race of the night. If Rensland wins it, he clinches 3rd for this year's Red Bull Straight Rhythm. If Marquier wins it, we'll run him again. Marquier strong out of the blocks. Rensland coming back. Yeah.
I got to give a lot of credit to the track builders. Both lanes have been so even at times when it looks like one's a little bit better, the other one comes back. So it's always hard to tell. A little mistake there. You saw Marquier just clip that jump. That may have hurt him.
And yes, it did, because now Rensland has a slight edge on that number 125. Halfway point off. Can Marquier come back? I think he is.
He scrubbed that jump so hard it stayed low to the ground. He's got more forward bite.
He went right on the table, and it was better. It got him on top of the next jump. Marquier's taking the lead. Now it's the Roots. Rensland a big push. Oh! Rensland a fist pump. I don't know if he got him though. Yes, he did. By 0.04 of a second. I don't know how Rensland was able to figure that out.
They both did 45.5s. It was so close. It was literally down to the finish line. Watch this. I don't think anyone could have figured out who had this until we saw the timing and scoring.
Rensland knew he fist bumped. That mistake right there from Rensland, this allowed Marquier to get the edge, but the whoop section got Rensland back into it.
He had half a bike length behind him. Watch, just absolutely nails against the front wheel. Oh.
Ooh, so close. And just like that, yep, there it is. You see,
It's so crazy. Different cameras make it look like a different rider won.
So Rensland is going to be 3rd officially in the 125 division. Marquier 4th. Rensland going to the podium. We'll give you another look. Nice little celebration from Rensland. There we go.
This is the actual official look of what you'll just see. That wheel just, it looks behind. And then half a wheel length.
So now we'll just settle 3rd in the 250 class. Ryan Villopoto, eliminated by his old rival, Ryan Dungey, will run off against Jordan Smith, who is eliminated by his friend and teammate, Shane McElrath. This is for 3rd in the 250 class 2018 Red Bull Straight Rhythm. There's Villopoto, 9-time AMA champion, 4 times in the Premier Division of Supercross. Smith still looking for his first professional Supercross title. So you've got one of the up-and-coming stars of the sport with one of the most established players in the game, although Villopoto not a full-time racer any longer. Likes to say he's the best retired rider ever, and he doesn't mean that by saying I'm the best rider that ever rode. He's done such a wide variety of cool events on different motorcycles since retiring. He's really embraced this retirement thing.
Absolutely.
But he's locked in against Smith, who's still a full-time racer. first jump for Villopoto. Not much in it at all. And I think Smith maybe has erased that gap and taken the #1 spot away.
Oh, they were so close coming into that. Once again, still so close. Side by side. Like you said, Smith with maybe a wheel length over Villopoto. They come to the halfway point.
Smith just ahead now, opening it up to a bike length. Does Villopoto have anything left in the second half of the track to try to get it back? I think he does.
Villopoto strong here. Oh, he made a little bobble there. Did I hurt him? Just a bit. But he's still strong in the works. Watch. He's close enough. Gets a power to the ground. Here he goes. And I think he dug it out. Did he get it?
Huge run through the woods, and he
Villopoto
got
got
it.
it from behind. The crowd is still trying to figure it out.
The roof section, Villopoto, what a run, and he gets the win over Smith. Well, the credit for Villopoto is he had a huge bobble, and he somehow minimized the damage to stay close enough.
Watch this. This is that tabletop section. They'll hit the little checkpoint. They scrub it. You can tell that Smitty has the advantage over the double. This is the halfway point, the tunnel jump. Scrub right here. The Villopoto, you see, he got the power of the ground really good. I thought that little bobble hurt him, but then he went over that table, drove off this thing, brought him almost back level, and then watch, get the power to the ground, and watch that through the whoops. You don't win 4 Supercross championships, folks, for nothing. RV just showing the boys why he's one of the legends of the sport.
I remember a couple years ago, Chad Reed went on Twitter and said, kids can scrub, real men ride whoops, and Villopoto just showed that whoop speed is still there to come from behind on Jordan Smith and get the win in the first trophy race between them. This is for 3rd overall in the night. They'll have to go back to the line and do it again.
Isn't it fitting that we're at a horse race track, because every finish has been a photo finish, just like at the horse races. Unbelievable.
And we'll lock in again, Smith against Villopoto. Man, Smith probably saying, geez, guys in race professionally in almost 5 years, but can still do some whoops. Jeez, what do I gotta do? He thought, I mean, he had the lead with maybe 50 feet to go.
Yeah. Well, with the naked eye, we could see Villopoto just got that rear wheel down on the ground. I call them the speed checks, because you have to brake really hard, just soak it up, and then try and get that rear wheel on the ground, because it's a ramp downhill. It helps you carry momentum into that next section, and that helped Villopoto through those technical whoops.
Villopoto, by the way, retro bike build for him based on a probably a 1989 to 90-ish Yamaha. So here we go, Villopoto against Smith. Race.
They switch lanes. Villopoto on the left side. Now Smith on the right side.
Oh, Smith all the way over the top.
Yeah, and Villopoto clipped that, but they both even out. Little mistake from Smitty. Villopoto pulled up alongside.
Smith still able to hold the edge. Did Villopoto have something like he used in the first race to come back? Smith does not want to let that happen again.
They just passed the halfway point. Biggest lead Smitty's had all night long in any race, but Villopoto is strong at the end.
Does Villopoto have another mad dash to the roofs? Smith's not going to let it happen again. And he wins it. We're going to a 3rd runoff in the battle for 3rd place.
Yeah, Smitty had the slight advantage from the beginning, and even though the gap may have yo-yoed just a tiny bit, you could tell he never relinquished that lead. Villopoto clipped that jump, but he gets the drive. I'm telling you, RV is strong. If he's